got static link at level 4, which I think Queen of Pain wasn't expecting. Because I'm just like, I'm watching this like, why on earth are you blinking into a Razor who's just going to static link all your damage? And very much Fata held on to this 4th skill point, or just already had it leveled up and caught Queen of Pain by surprise. Lucky to survive that. I think no one was like so close to going down there. That was fortunate he doesn't die. That would have been a huge swing for 5JuNGz if they win the mid lane off of an over-aggressive play like that.
Yeah, and especially after already getting that first blood on bottom lane, it will make Vega think twice before trying to make another commitment on the Fata like that again. And it looks like Mag has had to step off from his off lane, and he's moving into the jungle now. So it's kind of a play we haven't seen in a long time. You know, maybe an occasional Darkseer, Tide Hunter, and back in the day when you kind of step off to the jungle if things don't go well, the Doom has to do it here. And control in a, you know, lane where he started on his own, seems to be very in control of it right now, and he's getting assistance now from Kuro.
5JuNGz needs to be careful, because with Mag in the jungle, it means there's 4 heroes down here at bottom. So Mag wants to try and hit level 3 ideally, so he has the 2nd point in Scorched Earth, and can rotate and look for a kill.
Ooh, glimpse all the way back. We'll catch out Kuro. Has 2 decay stacks already,
Mag.
but oh, that rocket barrage doing serious work right here. Pasha looking to go on the chase. Mag with that Scorched Earth could rip him down, but the Soul Rip will come out from Kuro, and it might have given up enough heal. It will. Kuro's going to be fine. They walk away from trouble. That's a 4-man commitment from Vega, and they don't shed any blood.
And a lot of that goes back to just leech experience. If Doom is level 3 there, with level 2 Scorched Earth, they get that kill, I'd say. So not having the experience he'd hoped for, Mag unable to secure the kill. And 5JuNGz taking advantage of the fact that Doom has gone back to the jungle / bottom lane to go for an early tier 1 tower up top.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And this tier 1 tower has got no one defending it, so this is
no one's mid, gods. Sorry, it was a terrible joke. Top lane though, yeah, it's going down. Mag had ditched this lane, and 5JuNGz had recognized that, so they know it's their opportunity to get a quick extra bit of gold, not only for themselves, but for everyone across the map here. That will boost up Fata here in the mid lane, and of course, Mind Control on the bottom. We wait now for the next point, which is going to be this Queen of Pain getting to her level 6. Razor will get to his own level 6. Is no one going to have to stand here where, you know, Razor's probably going to be committed to this mid lane for the objective? Does no one need to take this, you know, level 6 and go elsewhere to assist the other lanes?
Yeah, I think bare minimum, he'll pick up a TP and have the threat of a TP in for a gank with the Sonic Wave. Unlike versing a hero like a Dragon Knight or something, if you TP to another lane to go for a kill, you're not worried about your tower going down in that time. Maybe it takes a little bit of damage, but you can TP to a side lane, quickly get a kill with the Sonic Wave, and then scurry your way back towards the mid lane. So, yeah, he's hit 6, he completes his wand, buys a TP, and he's ready to rotate should an opportunity arise.
Bottom lane, Kuro eyeballing up Disruptor a bit. We'll decide to step back here. No one going for the 6-minute rune. I thought he was consider maybe a rotation to bottom with it, but not necessary. It's a bounty rune. He's up the top one here. And it looked like it was snagged up from Solo right in front of Fata. He's able to get this invis rune and might have to go a bit waiting back. But he has Eric's nearby, so it's not too much of a threat. But the scary thing is that Matama Man has been pretty much free-farming this top lane, gods. We saw what he could do on this Ember in Game 1, and I just foresee that he's going to be able to get pretty much the same thing here. What is Vega's Fall Black Pan to, you know, contain this Ember later on? They're giving him so much.
Mid lane, they're going on Fata now.
They're going to get him. Sonic Wave, but a Cold Embrace comes out from Jerix. That is going to be the saving grace for Fata. They're trying to retreat back in a way, but no one's not going to make it out. He ends up going down. Big catch for them, and it looks like a follow-up is certain here for Solo. Matamba adventures away from his top lane and is going to be rewarded with a pickoff here onto the Naga Siren. 5JuNGz came into Game 4 ready to play, and now they're up ahead 3-0.
Mango, I love when Mango's like secure kills like that. It could have actually had the double Searing Chains initially if he'd popped his Mango earlier, but he used it for the follow-up Remnant, and that's a great rotation. They were so ready for that dive. They knew the Naga was invis. They knew Queen of Pain had just hit level 6 and was wanting to use Sonic Wave, so they were entirely baiting Fata there with the Wyvern behind with the Cold Embrace ready and the Ember ready with a TP. Worst case scenario is maybe a third hero for Vega, and let's say they get the kill on the Razor, but you're always going to get those turnaround kills with Matamba Man. Even if there's 3 Radiant heroes there, Matamba Man's always going to get at least 2 kills, maybe even kills 3 then instead. So just good preparation from 5JuNGz.
Looked like initially they wanted to make a go onto bottom lane. Vega trying to maybe get a catch, but their glimpse at being off the mark, and they had to continue to wait. Now there'll be no opportunity. Vega still just trying to get an inch in this game. You have to get themselves on the board. Pasha is now level 6 here, picks up his phase boots, and I'm sure they would love to set something up with this call down, but it might have to be a defensive one because here comes trouble. Fata shows up, leads out the charge, and oh, what nuke damage here on the Pasha. It's going to put him almost into critical condition. He'll have to hide behind the tower here. 5JuNGz, though, committing even more. All 5 en route to this bottom lane. Gods, they want to take a good team fight and follow it up with a tier 1.
This is where that Sonic Wave miskill in mid lane really costs them, because not having Sonic Wave means Queen of Pain can come bottom of the screen, but that just really doesn't cut it feels like.
Glimpse back on the Wyvern will allow Seema to make it away. Barely right there. Mind control just a little late with the nuke. And with that, they'll be able to double back and go for that tier 1. Look at this, no, Batama Man confidently farming inside the Vega territory now. Scouts out Mag. Mag hits him up with the Doom. JuNGz is going to be here with a cold embrace. Might need to use it, but oh, is not going to get to. Sonic Wave flies out from no one, and they'll make it a for here as they take down JuNGz, getting Vega right into contention, and a net and a call down could even this game right back up, and it will. Vega right back in fighting form will help tie the game up 3-3. And even a chase possible here on the Fata. No, he'll decide to pull off.
Loses his double damage when he Shadow Strikes because of the Purge, and that's a pretty costly overextension there. They knew they should have just completed the tier 1 bottom tower. They were all down there as 5. The Sonic Wave was still on cooldown, and they kind of waste time diving for a kill. If they get like the kill on it was what, just a disruptor behind the tier 1 tower that they went for, it's kind of worth it, but I think finishing the tier 1 bottom and getting these deep wards down would have been the way to play.
Man's back though, and is about to secure possibly 2 kills. Gets back down, and solo is going to be the dual damage there for mind control, but it's Matama Man who picks up both of them.
That's okay. He's made up for it now. He's looking better.
First it felt like Vega were right back in it, but then quickly 5JuNGz just kind of proved me wrong. Fata gets sent all the way back away from this 10-minute rune. Seema wants it. Seema's got it. Now he'll go for TP, and no. Now the rune was not worth it at all. Bottom lane, though, look at this. Call down to come out. It looks like they might be able to get mind control. The Legion Commander will be taken apart. Kuro obliterated.
Yeah. And when you can take fights like that and come out on top on the Vega side while Sonic Wave's on cooldown, that's huge for you. Not to mention Doom also on cooldown.
Oh. And Snare on a Fata. His static link is going to be quickly broken here, and Mag is looking to engage. He's got Doom, and he might commit it. He will. Doom now on to Fata. Here comes Matama Man looking to intercept. Tries to go for the Queen of Pain. Looks like it will get it here. Slices her apart.
Yep. And he's got another Remnant if he needs an escape, so he can stick around a little longer, maybe forced to use that Remnant.
For now gets ensnared. Flak cannon activated, but Pasha on the retreat. Remnant forward offensively here will help secure the kill on the Gyrocopter. Fata killing spree. Duel's back up. We're going to purge up Matama Man here. Solo on the chase. That will lead to the duel, and that will lead to the extra damage here from mind control, already boosted up to plus 20. As Vega will lose 3 all day, plus their tier 1 on the bottom lane.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggression you expect to see. Matama Man just seems so much more in his comfort zone on the Ember Spirit compared to the hard carries we saw with Lycan and Spectre, and it's paying off here in the early game. 5JuNGz want to be a team that can dominate the early game. That's how they destroyed Monkey Business. Go back to a team that in the past gave them problems. If you look at some of the qualifiers for like other events, I think it was ESL 1, and it was very much the early game where they could dominate, and we didn't see that in game 2 and 3 against Vega. They struggled in the early game. They picked these more late game oriented drafts with the carries, and it just didn't work for them. This time around though, the Ember Spirit, the Razor, the Undying pick, all geared to doing well in the laning stage and being able to take these early engagements, and we see ourselves in a much better position.
Nice Sonic Wave catch, and they're going to get the range for the glimpse. Brings Fata back in, but got Kuro in the action now with a Tombstone committed. They still can't finish off Fata. He's going to be able to weasel away and into a cold embrace. He is all good here, and this is where we might see a bit of a problem for Vega. The support's still now at level 6, and JuNGz shows off the fact that he is at level 6. Huge Winter's Curse, a follow-up kill on the no one. Mag is going to be the 3rd target, and 5JuNGz claimed easily 3 lives in the mid lane.
That is just a huge rotation from behind coming out from Ember and Legion. It was looking like a kind of neck-and-neck fight where the Razor survived, the Undying was going to go down, and suddenly, out of nowhere, this big flank comes in, and Legion with a huge nuke. The Ember, obviously, in prime condition to fight now, level 11. It's not even about items with this hero. I'll talk about it time and time again, but this is a stage of the game in 10 to 15 minutes where if you're an Ember Spirit with levels, you cannot be dealt with. And he will now get a very quick Battle Fury timing, but fighting into 5JuNGz is just not feasible for Vega. They need to go back to trying to find solo pickoffs, playing more of a farming game, using a Doom plus Sonic Wave for a kill and then backing off. Never take a 5v5 engagement against what's becoming a ferocious 5v5 lineup on the Dire side.
Very aggressive wards coming out from Jerax here. He plants one right near this mid lane tower and then one up near the top lane. There's lots of very deep intelligence here for 5JuNGz.
Solo at top could be in trouble.
Oh, here comes my control.
He's going to go for a duel, yeah.
No duel.
Damage.
Your image, he'll step off. Matama Man looking at mid lane here. Makes a go for Seema. Mag shows up. No Doom yet for him. And the second Mag shows himself. Matama Man's like, no thanks. Quickly leaves.
And his Remnant's out of the glimpse range as well. That's the other important thing when he goes for that place. He knows if he has to Remnant away, he can do so and not get glimpse back in. And the Doom cast time is such that if you're fastening your fingers, unless he's using that Doom from Fog, you will be able to get out before you get doomed.
Is that why it could be important here? Does Mag need to consider something like a Blink Dagger this game? Just to kind of get the jump maybe on this Ember? Or is Vega not in a position?
Last time, that's the thing. Like, that's where Doom used to be like the top tier meta pick for a long while, and the big change that took him out of the meta was the Doom cast time, because it nerfed the blink build on him so much. Because heroes like Ember Spirit or Queen, like whoever you were, you could actually react to the Doom blink on you with a BKB or a blink out and not get doomed. Because the Doom cast time used to be so instant. Nowadays, it's got such a long cast time that you can react to it. So
yeah.
It made Shadowblade more viable on Doom. At the same time, Shadowblade is just easily countered by detection. So
plus, I'm sure you also need to somehow throw an Ags in there at some point.
I think Blink is still the build on Doom. It's just by no means a guarantee that you get a Doom off on an Ember Spirit if he's fast.
Speaking of Blinks, though, Mind Control finishes his off on the Legion Commander here.
They've got such great sustain. That's the other thing we haven't even really seen to its full effect is heals from Winter Wyvern, Legion Commander, and Undying.
Oh, bottom lane, call down from Pasha, but he got hot with a Winter's Curse, the follow-up duel, but it's inside a Static Storm. They help with the sleep, but it doesn't matter. Gyro still goes down, but they get a good response, taking out Matama Man, but Vega potentially to lose more here. Tombstone down, Solo trying to finish it. Doesn't matter. Is going to be taken apart. It's Fata who tries to clean up. He gets a double, looking for a triple here, and Mag will be the triple kill. Mag does get one kill for himself, but it is a 5-man wipe on the side of Vega. And the 5JuNGz get to hold with their lives as they push down this bottom lane here. Gyro almost made it out, but still somehow taking out the end.
I mean, that's a fight where I feel like 5JuNGz, I mean, they dominate the fight. They get a team wipe. It's a 5-3. They do lose 2 of their cores, but if that wasn't for the new Doom Scorched Earth, that would have been a 5-1 or a 5-2 at least. That Scorched Earth did serious damage there. And also with the added damage he's dishing out with the pack leader's aura and the critical strike, he managed to get that final kill on Legion Commander before going down, but even with the buffs to Doom, it was just, you're fighting under Tombstone, under constant sustain of the 5JuNGz lineup, the plasma fields getting thrown out. That was just a terrible fight for Vega to take.
Confident still, Matama Man will aggressively farm here. The Remnant back, just in case. Doom will spot him out, but Matama Man's already out the other way. Just kind of being a bit of frustration here for Vega. And you can't help but feel like, you know, this Queen of Pain could be plateauing a bit here, guys. This is usually her real time to shine. Here she is sitting 2, 4, and 6. You know, participating in the majority of their team's kills, but I'm sure they would love to get more if possible. But no Sonic Wave right now. Not going to be any sort of potential to get this Matama Man unless they get a big Static Storm. Glimpse. And he's just going to walk out from the Static Storm on the other side of the kinetic field, and it's actually Seema the Slayer is going to get caught out with that Blink Dagger. Mind Control steps in and just gets an easy pocketed bit of damage. Now up to plus 50.
They had no Sonic Wave. That was a bit overzealous from Vega and put a lot of stock on this Queen of Pain. This was the hero they took over the Ember Spirit, which has been the deciding hero. Ember has won all 3 games so far, and not to mention looking earlier in the tournament for 5JuNGz. Matumba Man in both the first and second round played, I think, 3 or 4 games of Ember Spirit. So to take this Queen of Pain over the Ember, you're expecting a high impact Queen of Pain, and that's just not what we've seen.
Certainly not.
Oh, it's a short blink.
Oh, Mind Control's able to get in. Doesn't have the duel for 1 more second. Has it now. Gets it off. Oh, big catch for them, and that's going to be even more duel damage coming their way. Up to 64 now. Very unfortunate. Blink back there for no one. Almost feels like Vega are in tilt mode at this point, Gods. It just continues to crumble apart like dominoes here.
Well, that blink especially, that was like a, 700, 800 range blink. That was really bizarre. I think he was maybe expecting there to be heroes flanking him from the lane, so he didn't want to like blink right back in the lane, but really just unexpected play from no one who's been so solid throughout this tournament. 5JuNGz find themselves in a good position to force the game 5. Still early days, 18 minutes in, but they're controlling the pace of this game.
You can see it on the graph. 75, 8K or so net worth advantage for the 5JuNGz, and pretty much a mirror as far as XP goes. And they're using their power advantage. They keep moving past the river and force Vega back. You can see now, smoke movement here. 5JuNGz heading all the way down to bottom. They have a Winter's Curse ready to go. The duel's back up and ready, and already Mind Control is starting to hit pretty damn hard.
He's been like almost, to me, like the MVP in some ways so far. He got the solo kill in the off lane. He's just always been in the right place to help out his team with press the attack and just get these good counter initiations off. He's had such a high impact for an off lane. I guess that high impact is largely as a result of how well he did in lane, but it's great to see Legion Commander doing so well, considering on the 6.84 patch was a hero who really struggled.
Yeah. And Vega now are just going to have to scrap together any sort of small defense to just kind of relieve the pressure here, but it's certainly not them on the offensive. Mag has his blink now, but it's not coming out as a surprise. He was seen on the map, so I'm sure it's something 5JuNGz are aware of. Can they get the surprise, though, with this smoke? This is something they're really going to need if they want to try to take this mid-game back. I don't know if it's going to have to be led in from a song, but they're going right towards the bottom.
Fata, that top lane has a TP ready, so if the fight's anywhere near a tower, we'll be quick to respond.
Oh, creeping into the pit?
I think they
maybe just to hide out.
Initially want to scout it out, now they may decide that they're so far behind they want to go for it.
Mind Control is
So
near,
close.
but no, he's like, I thought I heard something in that pit. What's going on? It might be nothing.
He's waiting for his teammates.
Oh, the illusion's going to go in and see the whole thing. What the hell's happening? Jarex is going to be in there. Big Winter's Curse actually only catches Seema the Slayer with it. Now a call down comes in. And the sleep ruins the Sonic Wave. Oh, it goes to nothing.
TPs.
It's just to escape now. Solo makes it out alive, but Mag is not going to be so lucky. He will go down, and this is now going to be a Roche for 5JuNGz. They're tilted or
I'm gonna be
something.
honest.
It's all just out of whack right now for Vega.
Honestly, Vega were lucky to lose 2 there. I feel like they should have lost 4 or 5. The 5JuNGz initiation didn't... They needed to change some the Naga. They maybe thought the Winter's Curse would be enough on Solo to kill him off, but no one was actually in range to attack him. But Solo definitely made the right play using Sleep there. That was not him to blame, but if they kill him before the sleep comes out, it's 3 or 4 dead. Queen of Pain can probably survive with a blink escape, but yeah, Vega lucky to only lose 2.
Nice glimpse back onto Jarex here. He has a preemptive cold embrace, but he's definitely down. He's just trying to do more of those very deep, cheeky wards here. But we'll be punished this time for it.
Radiant had a ward of their own to scout his movement.
All right, Vega showing... They have a little bit of spice there, but the overall 5v5 fights have certainly not been doing them justice. That's like the first positive pickoff they've had in what feels like at least 10 minutes.
Oh, and as usual, Fata on this Razor just gets so much farm. He very much plays like the carry role while Matumba Man plays that tempo controller fighting style carry when they get this Ember Spirit for him, and this just seems to be 5JuNGz in their comfort zone. Fata now with a BKB complete coming out on Courier. They've really got everything they need to take out these last couple of outer towers, or 3 tier 2 towers remaining, but I can definitely see them with the Aegis getting all 3.
Here they come. They want to push this into a game 5. 5JuNGz charge on here. Vega quick to try to relieve some of the pressure on the other lanes, but no one's going to be waiting a bit. They'll head all the way up to push out that. And now they wait. They have Doom, Static Storm, Solo. No song though, gods. Needs another 45 seconds. I think it's only level 1. Will 5JuNGz just take the tier 2 and walk away? And looks like it.
You can't really get much if you go for the high ground. There's not enough damage output to break through, and there's good enough high ground defense coming from Illusion Riptides. Gyrocopter can drop a cooldown if they really need. And there's not great wave clear from Vega without getting in close and putting themselves in danger, but there's enough, so... I don't think this will be the Aegis we see any Rax claim, but it could very well be the Aegis we see all the outer towers go down and possibly 5JuNGz finding a few kills or pickoffs here and there.
We'll see. 5JuNGz though know that they have farming control here. Top 3 net worth all belong to them. So if they need to itemize the extra step or two, they will not hesitate to do so. Fata's new BKB is now in set. Mag blinks right into 3 and right into a Winter's Curse. And now the Tombstone's drop. Mag is dead. They were hoping to get a blind catch onto maybe a solo target, but 5JuNGz are all there in the woods hanging out. And Mag will lose his life.
Pasha,
the drums are on the run, but...
He's not popping his drums. He should be.
I was looking for the outside 5JuNGz. It's Solo who to be caught out. Pasha's still not using the drums even to assist right there. And they're going to get the dual catch onto no one. And more damage going the way of the 5JuNGz side.
That was a full-on retreat. You got to pop the drums there on Gyrocopter. He's still got all 6 charges.
It's that Black thing. Like Black says, he's like, I get drums, but sometimes I just forget to use them.
It's just +9 to all stats, or even, it's not even +9 anymore, is it? It's still +9 to all stats.
Uh-oh, Fata taking this little fish lady for a walk. Bam, 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 bam. And bing, not you, but you. Got that one. And I'll take out the illusions too. Fata's successful pick. He is now beyond godlike, or just godlike, I guess, technically. All he gets that pick, the rest of his team clear out the remaining bits of this tier 2. And 5JuNGz continue to be dominant as ever. 14k net worth, 15k XP advantage.
Pasha is in deep. That's a duel at bottom.
Deep doo-doo.
There we go.
There's the duel, and there's the damage. Now beyond godlike for Vata. And that's game. I think that's the right call to make. It just continued to go down a slippery slope.
Yeah, it seems Vega. I mean, 5JuNGz, I think, last couple of games, they knew when the game was over, they just really wanted to maybe use that bit of extra time to force Vega to play it out and just think things through. What went wrong? What are they going to do next game? But Vega taking the other approach, which is like, let's just GG out. It's over. And yeah, game 5.
Game 5 hype. Doesn't take long for 4. 5JuNGz come out in all cylinders. And so for there, it was like, okay, emphasis on making sure to remove the brood. Ember, though. Ember must be taken care of. Whether it's banned or picked up for yourself, Vega will need to do something about it.
Well, I was just surprised this draft because I think obvious ban on the brood. Vega had first pick. I think they just had to take Ember first pick. Even with Queen of Pain still in the pool. Yes, in the past, Queen of Pain has been their top priority, but you look at the best of 5 series going from game to game, you have to look at the metagame just of that one best of 5. Evaluate what was the key picks throughout this series, and I mean, Ember won the first 3 games. It's Matumba Man's best hero by far. It's been a signature for 5JuNGz throughout this entire tournament. Not first picking Ember to me was a big mistake in this draft, and I was definitely caught out by surprise that they first picked Queen of Pain over Ember in this series. If you tell me any random game they pick Queen of Pain over Ember, I'll be like, yeah, sure, that makes sense. Like, no one's Queen of Pain. It's their